You don't swear to.
It says, hey, that's a face, and I know that's a face.
I want a quail to be on me.
Yep, I'm still here. But hey, we're here to look at some freaking memes today. So let's not dilly-dally. The top meme this week says, saw on Facebook and immediately thought of this group. Oh goody. Now this is from a Facebook group called A Group Where We All Pretend to Be Boomers. Oh my god, that's funny.
This is not a scam. DM me if you want to turn your $500 into my $500.
Yeah, kinda, except, so like if you sign up for an MLM under $100 and pay $500, they're not gonna get that $500. In order for them to get $500 off of you, I don't know why I'm putting eyeshadow on first today. You're gonna have to spend a lot more money because they only get like a fraction of the percentage of the money you spend. But I mean, in general, yeah, this is not a scam. Turn your money into my money, basically. That's how MLMs work. Oh no. I think someone sent me this one this week, but it's called, this is the worst one I've seen so far, Her Poor Kitty. Yeah, one of you guys sent me this week and I was like destroyed. So here we go, let's all destroy our happiness together. Happy 2021. So my friend was watching my cat for 2 days and turns out she was giving my cat Young Living treats and bathing her in the shampoo that they sell. Well, I come home and I couldn't find my cat anywhere. I ended up finding my cat in the bathroom, dead. My cat died due to being exposed to Young Living shit. What should I do? She admitted to giving my cat the Young Living crap and bathing my cat in it. Can I sue her? Before we jump into this is a new palette I've never used from ColourPop called Garden Variety. It was on sale a little bit before Christmas. I think I paid like $8 for this palette or something, so I'm excited. Anyway, let's get into some bad news here. First of all, it is really honestly disgusting that these essential oil MLMs in general, but these essential oil ones especially, because of the nature of these products, it is so irresponsible to have a pet line. We do know that certain essential oils can be really harmful to pets. So, okay, the only logical next step for these companies is, of course, to make a whole entire line of pet products. I mean, I was today years old when I found out that Young Living had its own pet line. Plus, okay, I'm sorry, y'all should know me by now. I am a cat owner and a cat lover. The last time I gave one of my cats a bath was when Pop-Tart was a kitten 7 or 8 years ago. However old she is now, because she had gotten into something. What's that? Elsa. As most of you guys probably know by now too, if you're not new here, I worked at PetSmart for 10 years as a dog groomer, and obviously I had the opportunity to be a cat groomer many times, but I turned it down because cats don't like baths. Surprise, surprise. Is anyone learning this today for the first time? They don't like that shit. I think the only cats that you have to give baths to, like regularly, are Sphynx cats, which are the ones that don't have hair, because they actually like do need baths because of the way their skin like accumulates oil or something like that. I don't know the science behind why Sphynx cats need it, but it has to do with them not having hair. In general though, cats bathe themselves. They take care of themselves. Sometimes you'll get an overweight cat that can't take care of themselves, like they can't reach every spot on their little tiny bodies, and in that case, you know, sometimes there needs to be some kind of intervention, but for the most part, we do not need to be bathing cats. Dude, that's like, I don't get this because of how much cats hate baths. Like, why would you want to take someone else's cat and give it a bath? Is this person even a pet owner in the first place, you know? I don't know. I think that with this particular situation, there was probably more going on than her just giving the cat a bath and some treats. This is me just giving probably way too much of the benefit of the doubt, but I would hold Young Living accountable enough that they wouldn't just like put out a line of cat treats and shit that's just gonna kill cats. You know what I mean? Like, there has to be some sort of like reason that the ingredients are in there. They're not just gonna go around killing people's cats. So that leads me to think that this person, this fucking Young Living cat killer, she probably went into that house, started diffusing essential oils, rubbing them on the cat maybe, you know, probably with good intentions. Well, define good. Probably with the intention of being like, hey, while you were away, hun, I gave Fluffy all of this stuff and she loved it. So like, here, hit me up. Here's my business card. Let me know if you want more of it. Maybe that was her intention. But it definitely wasn't to harm the cat. I mean, I don't know this person, but still, it is irresponsible. Can she sue the lady? I don't know. Y'all let me know down below where my legal people at. Cause yeah, I mean, you didn't consent to the products that were used on your cat. I don't know, I just think that there's probably more to it. When I was a dog groomer, I did have a lady who was a Young Living distributor. She would bring in her own shampoo, which wasn't Young Living shampoo. I don't know how long Young Living has had a shampoo line for pets, but you know, if it's new, she probably would have brought it into me eventually. She would bring in like it was actually a really nice dog shampoo that I ended up really liking. You could buy that at Petco, so I ended up buying it for my own dogs because I really liked it. But it was like a more natural line of shampoo, like they had like 5 ingredients in the shampoo or something like that. So and it was really nice. I liked it. But she wouldn't let me put cologne on her dog. She wouldn't let me use any of our shampoos or conditioners or anything like that because, like we hear from the Young Living Huns all the time, they're living a chemical-free lifestyle. You know, that's what they call it. She told me that she puts her own blend of essential oils on her dog when she gets home. Not to mention that she's probably diffusing them all the time, you know. But you know, the dog was healthy from what I could tell. I'm no vet, but I don't want to say there's a right and a wrong way to do essential oils with pets. I would say the right way is just to not do it at all. But if you're gonna do it, we do know that there are some essential oils that aren't harmful to pets if they're used responsibly. So I would hope that that's what this lady was doing, my customer anyway. Clearly, if Young Living is in fact what killed this lady's cat, then clearly there was some foul play going on. The lady was not being responsible. But I think in order to be able to sue this lady, I mean, you would have to prove that Young Living is what caused the death of your cat, right? What are you suing for? Like pain and suffering, like the loss of your cat? So I don't know, like monetary damages on the fact that you lost your pet, I guess? Is that what you would be suing for? Like if you paid this lady, like those losses, I guess? I don't know what the dimensions would look like there, but I think you really have to have like a straight up autopsy, which maybe she did. You know, maybe she brought the cat to the vet and was like, please tell me what killed my cat because I was out of town. Y'all, these eyeshadows perform really well. I got a few ColourPop palettes when they were all on sale. Have I used both of them? I might have only used one of them. The ones that I were using were a little chalky. These ones, like these have some sparkly clay ones and those are the ones I was using today. Damn, they're so pigmented and they perform really, really well. So if you're looking for a new palette, I don't know, ColourPop. This palette in particular, I'm pretty impressed with so far, and I haven't swatched all of these, but I don't know. I really like the colors, and they're performing well so far. So, wow, I talked about that for a long time. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry, I guess. Like, I worked with animals for a really long time. I have a lot to say, and I've had my experiences with animals with essential oils. Anyway, ooh, paparazzi. Okay, we don't hear enough about paparazzi, so I'm happy to see this. This upsets me more than it should. But this post feels extra scummy with how low this check is.
2. What will you do with your stimulus? Why not invest $99 in yourself and start your own business? Use your stimulus money to make you more money. Comment info to see how.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This shit again, huh? This is the first time I've actually even like thought about the Huns doing this again since the last stimulus check a bazillion years ago. I guess it's not surprising that they're still trying to fucking do it. I would say that that is a false income claim, right? I hope that this lady got reported to the FTC and that paparazzi gets in trouble for it. You guys like would be shocked at how many paparazzi Huns still find my paparazzi video that's like 2 years old now at this point and still comment on it like as if I made it yesterday. And they're just like, you're so wrong. Paparazzi does have an income disclosure statement. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I mean, I don't mean to take all the credit for it, but paparazzi, after I called them out for a bunch of shit on that video, a lot of stuff changed in paparazzi. So maybe it was because people like myself were starting to call them out for a bunch of shit. I think I'm gonna remake that video eventually. Like just go through and see all the new updates to the paparazzi, like the compensation plan, and I've already gone through the income disclosure statement that they did release like months after I made my video. It's funny to me that the Huns, like they're still going on there and attacking me and like, you're so wrong. And it's like, did you check the date on this video, honey? You should be able to know that things can change in 2 years, especially during a global pandemic. Plus, since then I've like had some of you guys send me paparazzi, so I have some of the jewelry to back up my claims about it being shitty and ugly. I don't think people talk about paparazzi enough. And I was gonna make a video about, there's this chick on Facebook, and I said this in the paparazzi income disclosure statement video I made when they came out with the income disclosure statement finally, but I didn't say her name, but somehow someone still like messaged her and was like, hey, this girl's gonna make a video about you. The girl I was like saying I was thinking about making a video about, like went on some rant in her private Facebook group and was like, what legal rights do I have if this girl's gonna make a video about me? I never ended up doing it because it wasn't really like I just had other stuff I cared more about. I don't know, when those kind of things happen, when they like get all upset that they're about to get called out by someone who actually knows how much they're scamming people, that makes me want to do it even more. So like, but she still keeps, like, every once in a while she still pops up on my Facebook as like people you may know kind of thing, and I'm like, I like literally was just looking into her for like a day. Anyway, I think Facebook really wants me to make that video too, so you know, if I end up doing another paparazzi video, which every time I do there's legal issues, the paparazzi huns are the only ones who have ever threatened to sue me. And I think that would definitely be another situation if I make it again. But bitch, like, I know my rights. But for sure one of these days I do want to do an update on paparazzi just in general, with or without calling individuals out, but I digress. This one's called Oldie But a Goldie. Multi-level marketing companies, boss babes who had kids too early. Wait, what? Is this calling out young mothers? Because I don't like that. Or am I just not getting the joke? Man, I forgot to bring blush and contour over here, so I guess I'm gonna have to improvise. People in the comments are basically just saying that, yeah, it's really unfortunate that moms in the workforce are discriminated against, which they are. Ugh. This color's not good. I'm sorry, I apologize. My pregnant ass doesn't want to get up and actually go get real contour. We're gonna do our best here. But I don't know, I don't think it's fair to say like, oh, you had kids too young. You know, people have their own life experiences and life situations, and I don't think it's fair to judge someone for having a kid at a young age. No matter what age you are, having a kid is life-changing no matter what. But I will say that, you know, I agree with the people in the comments who are saying, you know, well, this is only a thing because of the way the workforce treats mothers in America. And yeah, I agree. There needs to be some kind of social upheaval of mothers and their rights. Not even mothers, fathers too, let's be honest, dude. Like, because for example, my husband, he's gonna need to take time off for the birth of our child literally within the next few weeks. Under his legal rights, he's allowed to take up to 12 weeks of family medical leave. It's unpaid, like welcome to America, but he is entitled to take that amount off of work if he needs to, but he doesn't want to take them because of the repercussions at work, how people at work would treat him. And I just think that's so unfair. It's not a mother thing too, you know? It's not just a thing that happens to moms. Like, there are dads who want to take time off work to be with their newborn children, and they're pressured into going back. So I've convinced him to take 1 month off, but I'm like, we can take more. Like, I don't care if it's unpaid, whatever, who cares? Like, we'll work it out. We just got our $600 stimulus checks. But I mean, that came at a good time. It's like, if we really, really want to keep you home for longer than 4 weeks, then we can do that. But it's like, yeah, I mean, they treat dads like shit too. Let's just put it this way, they treat American families like shit in general, and that's really unfortunate. Anyway, that aside, no matter what age someone decides to have kids, I think we can do a lot more from a human standpoint to be more accommodating for those people. I don't know, I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. I don't know, to get back to the point, I guess. We do know that young moms are preyed on, and that's why I ended up joining Gold Canyon and Young Living, because I was promised that like I would be able to stay home with my newborn daughter, which just didn't end up being true, obviously, because I didn't make any money, because no one ever makes money in these things. Let's not judge people for having kids too young or being married too young or something like that. I just hate hearing all of those arguments. Like, I hate all of it. I'm just like, let people fucking live, man. Like, I swear, especially as women, we just can never do anything right in the eyes of anyone, ever. Here's a meme. Huns on my timeline be like, don't join any MLMs in 2021 or draw 25. Yeah, I mean, especially like with just a few posts ago, we saw the paparazzi hun being like, oh my god, turn your $600 into $6,000. I know she didn't say that, but like, she very well could have. And I'm sure there are huns somewhere else who are saying similar stuff to that. Every time the government gives us any kind of money, which who knows if we're ever gonna get any more after this catastrophe, but this kind of thing is going to show up on our timelines every single time. Just like it does during tax season. Every time some people get tax returns, these kind of posts show up, like, turn your tax return into $1 bazillion. Like, they do it every year. And anytime anyone is coming into a small amount of money, the huns will always be around the corner to try to convince you to give it to them, essentially. I congratulated her for getting out. Free pickup only, must go by the end of the day tomorrow. Trash day. Wow. I'm just like looking at this picture and I'm like, is anything on this board cute at all? No, dude, like no. Like, I don't see anything on there that I'd be like, oh, I'd wear that. But yeah, good on this chick for getting out, I guess. Here's a meme, says LMAO, found this gem on Instagram earlier and instantly thought of this subreddit. Happy New Year's Eve. The Shady Bunch. That's pretty good. I feel like that would be a post that like I should have seen like 7,000 times by now, but I've never seen it. That's funny. Mary Kay spotted at the thrift store. Career lol. Career moves, Mary Kay. Is that a VHS? Oh my god. Raise your hand if you still have a VHS player. And then tell me in the comments why you still have a VHS player. I don't even have a DVD player, dude, which I know you can play DVDs on like PlayStations and stuff. Okay, so I have a PS3. But it's like just gathering dust and we never use it. But like we don't have DVDs anyway. Like who uses that shit anymore? Certainly not my family. But damn, that would be funny to, I mean, assuming I could get a VHS player and somehow get that footage. I don't know how that stuff works. I'm not that tech savvy. But that would be really funny to watch and review. So whoever found that at that thrift store, I hope you bought it. And if you see this, send it to me. Whatever is contained in that tape is probably golden. Just absolutely gold. Okay, I used this Synergy like shiny pink color as a blush. I don't know if it's coming out on camera, but oh my god. It's so pretty. I really like this palette. Hashtag not spawns. You're pretty too. With how culty Mary Kay is these days, it makes me wonder how culty they were back in whenever the frick that video was made. Yeah, and then I'm gonna use a color from this palette as a highlight too because I like this palette. This one's just called Sure Jan.
Thought you'd all get a kick out of this. My 7-year-old son decided we should leave Santa gifts, since he leaves everyone else gifts. I asked what he thought a good gift would be. He said perfectly posh. So, my 7-year-old twins and my almost 5-year-old shopped my stash for Santa, Mrs. Claus and the elves.
Gross, what the hell, seriously? Yeah, yeah, exactly. Sure, Jan, sure that happened. I'm sure your kids were like, hey mom, maybe it's like subliminal messaging. They're trying to be like, mom, get this shit out of our house and give it to Santa. Maybe Mrs. Claus will like it, but please get it out of our house. We're embarrassed. I think one of you guys might have sent me some perfectly posh a long time ago. I think, well, when I say a long time ago, I think it was like right after I found out I was pregnant. So it was like a lot of stuff that I didn't want to use. That's why I haven't used any of the It Works and the Beachbody and stuff that you guys sent me either. That part of my life's about to be over, so maybe I can finally look into it. Yeah, I don't even know anything about perfectly posh to begin with, like business structure wise, any of that shit. So that would be an interesting video to do too. I also have Pure Romance that one of you guys sent me. It's not as gross as it sounds. Like, it's not like y'all sent me any toys or anything, but yeah. I have a lot of things that I've been waiting to try, so. But I'm almost certain Perfectly Posh was one of them, so we'll have to see. Anyway, yeah, sure, Jan, this shit did not happen. Thought it fits here. Stop romanticizing entrepreneurship. Not everyone can or wants to own a business. Stop making people feel like shit because they work a 9-to-5 or want to work one. Owning a business isn't light work like you guys want it to seem. Right, owning a business is not light work, but also being in an MLM is also not owning a business. I think we were just saying this last week. Yeah, not everyone can or should own a business. And we can't. Not everyone can own a business. If we were all business owners, then who are we gonna hire to be like our frontline workers and stuff? At a certain point, you need help, you know? We can't all just own our own businesses. But I think this is true. The Huns will never stop making us feel like shit for working a 9-to-5. That's just what they do. I swear to God, it's part of their contract at this point. Anyway, Young Living. Oh my God. This is only a fraction of how many Young Living bottles my mom has. She's broke constantly and wonders why. Drank the Kool-Aid hard. What we are looking at here in this picture is thousands of dollars worth of essential oils. That's not even a exaggeration, dude. Like, that is thousands of dollars worth of Young Living. And for her to be like, I'm broke and I don't get it. Young Living is supposed to be paying my bills. That's what Gary Young wrote in his book. That's what Dr. Z always says. Why aren't Young Living oils paying my bills? We just keep telling you people, do they not ever look at an income disclosure statement ever? That's a rhetorical question because of course they don't. I just at this point, like, I can't feel bad for people like this. I mean, maybe the person who wrote this is like, oh, she always wonders why she's broke. I mean, maybe she's more self-aware than you give her credit for. But yeah, like after a certain point, like you're the one who's buying all these oils, dude, you know? At a certain point, you're the one to blame. Alongside your upline who's also brainwashing you into believing that you need all those oils because my God, no one needs all those oils, dude. This one's just called Boss Babe. Entrepreneur. What? I'm sorry. Since when is the word entrepreneur only exclusive to men to the point where we have to do this dumb shit? I get it. Empowering women is cool. Actual women being entrepreneurs, pretty cool. Being part of Mary Kay does not make you an entrepreneur, and it certainly doesn't give you the right to go around making real entrepreneurs cringe like this. Nu Skin. I'm quite speechless. She just joined Nu Skin. Rude as fuck.
Hey gal, are you feasting a lot? I saw your Christmas gathering photos. Haha.
Yes.
Ha ha ha, don't put on another 5 kilograms for me to help you lose later, whore.
What? Is that HOR at the end? Whore? Like, is she calling her a whore? What? Do you know this person? Why are they talking to you like this? Has anyone seen Dumb and Dumber? I'm not talking about Dumb and Dumber 2. I'm talking about like the middle saga that didn't have Jim Carrey and that other guy in it. Bob Saget. Ugh, I love Bob Saget. But he's in that movie. There's a scene where Harry is standing by a window so Lloyd can tell him what to say to this girl. And then he ends up talking to a dog and it's just silly and dumb. And Bob Saget walks in and he's like, why is he talking to you like this? I've been thinking a lot about that movie lately and I don't know why. But yeah, that's super rude. No one should be getting that cocky with Nu Skin. Like, I think Nu Skin doesn't even have like a startup cost or anything like that. Like, I mean, you're not special regardless of what MLM you join, but Nu Skin especially. But wow, are you feasting a lot? Don't put on another 5 kilograms for me to help you lose later, whore. What? You know what? Maybe she wants to put on another 5 kilograms. Why don't you just let her? That's gross. Like, I don't have much else to say about that. It's just like, come on. Quit being a jerk. MLM memes. I'm just gonna leave this gem right here. Is your New Year's resolution shit? Oh god. Even that last one though, where it says, is it a fucking MLM scheme? A lot of Huns are blissfully unaware of when they're involved in an MLM. And when you put the word scheme there, they will always deny it no matter what. Even if it is the most obvious MLM. If you say, is it an MLM scheme? They're gonna go, no, it's not a scheme. So unfortunately, this chart will probably weed out approximately 0 Huns. No!
What happened?
Do you see it? Oh man. Oh man. My life is a fart. Oh well. Who do I have to impress these days? Nobody. After this, I'm gonna go make some cookies. I'm not even kidding. At this point, I don't even remember what we were talking about. Oh, that's right. This New Year's resolution thing. Okay, yeah, I think I'm done talking about that. Monet. Anti-MLM friends are my favorite. If your dog was a human professional, and what kind of professional would they be? George is an MLM Hun, impossibly enthusiastic, can tell her no 1,000 times, and she'll just come right back with her bullshit, has no money. Is this Karen Kilgariff? Because I know she has a female dog named George. Yes, she exudes boss babe energy, hair care specifically. Specifically Monet, because her hair is always falling out.
Why her hair always falling out?
Oh, Sparrow, there are so many things I could teach you. There's shampoo that makes people's hair fall out. Isn't that silly? Yeah, that's how I feel too. Yeah, I'll just stick with the stimulus money, hun.
People will get excited about a one-time $600 stimulus check but show them how to make $600 every month and they ghost you.
Because they don't want to be pressured into giving up their day job where they're most definitely making more than $600 a month for your fucking MLM scheme where that $600 a month, first of all, is not even guaranteed. And even if it was, that's not enough to live off of. And then even then, the chances of you making $600 a month in a multi-level marketing company, I mean, I don't even have to say this, but like look at any income disclosure statement ever and you will see that the people who are making that amount of money, it's like the literally the top fraction of 1%. All right, I'm just gonna throw some lip gloss on real quick. Dude, I actually really like how today's makeup turned out. Aside from me forgetting to bring bronzer over here and having to use some other dumb shit, and my hair is really wet still. I just got out of the shower. Let's thank my patrons. Alrighty, so the biggest thank you in the whole wide world goes to Anxiety for Days, Evan Adler, Eve Blondo, Cat Loves Things and Stuff, Rach J, Hey Felicia 93, Laura Lynn Martin, Karina Winman, Clark Grace, Yesenia Rivera, Daniel Urena, Maria Burchett, April Lindblom, Tuesday the 13th, Amanda McMahon, Justin Kelsey, E. Higgins, Erica Louder Craddock, Molly Wasilewski, Boris Geller, Meredith Nakata, Rachel McHenry, Turd Ferguson, Corey Allison, Kim Cartwright, Maddie Darley, Kelly Creffield, Katrina Rosemarick, and Elizabeth Wyatt. And to the rest of my fabulous patrons, thank you so much for being here and being you. And I'm gonna just keep saying this. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be on my regular upload schedule because as soon as this baby comes out, I will get back to making videos as soon as I possibly am able to, but there's no way of really knowing when the baby's coming or how long I'm gonna need to recover from said trauma. Physical trauma, of course. My heart will be full. But yeah, guys, so thanks for sticking with me through all of this uncertainty. It's almost over. Sparrow's gonna be a big sister so soon. And you're excited, huh?
Yeah.
If I see you at the end of this week with another video, I'll see ya. If not, keep making waves, babes, and I'll smell ya literally just later. Just anytime later. Mommy Tsunami out.